In the last video help, I explained under the Sales Report by Store the purpose of these two reports. Now we're going to cover the Sales Report by Product. Let's go to that screen. The Sales Report by Product is just exactly that. It tells you by the product ID, whether it is a barcode in this case, or a narrative like the one here at the bottom of the actual item, what the product is. The product has the actual name of it next to this. It has the date of the purchase and the store ID where it was purchased. This is the header information, and down below is the actual customer information. In this case, it's the customer, their address, or under information about them that you have in the system. It could be a walk-in like this particular one where there was no information taken from the client. And this product was purchased here and here under the invoice, and then it goes to the next particular sequential number for products. Now, in the sample records that I have in here, they do not have a long list of items that can be shown. But if you're going to look at this report, principally what you're going to be doing is you're going to want to look for a specific product to see that one individually and then the information about that where it was sold. Let's go ahead and look at that by doing a find. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy this information and say that this is the one I'm looking for. I just highlighted it and copied it by using the keyboard. Then I do a find. In this particular case, I'm going to go back and I'm going to find the product ID or space right here. I can also pick it from the list if I know which one it is, or I'm going to just show you, I'm going to paste it in, and then I've got it in here. I can go ahead and do additional information as far as sorting it by a date, invoice date, time period, or by a store, so I can see just the store for that particular sales. And that would be part of the additional parts of the search that you could do. You would not probably want to go ahead and look at the product by its name, although it is available, because you can see it here by dropping the product ID down. You can see that this part or product is this actual name. It shows you the store where it was located and the price for that particular item. Let's go ahead and do a find now and say perform the find. And what it's going to do, it's going to show you those two items that were in this report. If I come over and I do the run report, it's going to give me the header in the record and then the sub information below that, showing the information for this particular report. It's going to summarize the amount of sales for that particular product. Obviously, looking at the date span it was done, you can also have put in the product lookup the actual date period by using the invoice date at this field. That way it would only give you the date for a certain period. If you want to look at a quarter or a month or whatever and see how many were actually sold, and based on that, what income was made from that, that would give you the sub-summary by the individual product. And then if you were doing a report and you had several products in here, it would give you the summary by all of those products. Now in this case, I also have a count. And the count is the number of actual sales, being 4 and 1 for the quantity of 5. This is not printed on the actual report, but it's a sub piece of information you can use. As with the last reports, you can go ahead and run the report to put in the header. In addition, there's another icon over here that says omit from the record from this list. And the omit, as I showed in the last screen, is you can omit any one record by going to that record and taking it out of the listing. You may have a reason for doing that. Typically, I would do that where if I had a product that I wanted to summarize maybe by only the actual clients that are coming in, I could omit the one that says by a walk-in client, just looking at the information for people that have actually bought this item. And you could just omit those. And then if you want to do the reverse of that, as I showed before, you can click this, run the report, and then everything that was omitted would show back up into the screen. The sales link here would take you back to the sales for that particular record. If you're on the server, on the cloud, you would have to commit the changes or revert them to provide the information to be saved or not saved if you do a revert. There's also two buttons at the top, one for the sales portal and one for the store location screen. You can also use the main menu to access the main menu to go out and pick any screen and come back into the application. When you have finished doing a search within a report and you're all done, you should always go back and click the Show All Records to return all the records to the report summary. In this case, I'm going to run the report again to split it back out by the individual part IDs, and that way you can see the report again. If you have any questions about how this works or you need assistance, you can get in touch with us by using the support site. Thank you.